हमारे YouTube चैनल स्टडी पॉइंट खोरमपुर में आप सभी का स्वागत है। इससे पहले हमने पढ़ चुका है गिल्लू चैप्टर का कुछ आधा हिस्सा। आज उसको कंप्लीट करने का प्रयास करेंगे। चलिए पढ़ना शुरू करते हैं। When I would sit down to write, he would be seized by such an acute desire to attract my attention that he devised a novel way of doing it. He would venture close to my feet, go swiftly up the curtains, and descend with the same breakneck speed. This sequence would continue till the time I got up to catch him. On some occasions, I used to hold Gillu and put his tiny body in a long envelope. Sometimes he would continue to stand on the table, leaning against the wall in such an amazing condition for hours, and watch my activities with his radiant eyes. When hungry, he would inform me by twittering "chick chick," and after having received some biscuits or kaju, I wondered with the twittering of "chick chick" what transpired between him and the other squirrels that were often spotted near the wire meshed window. Seeing Gillu sitting near the window and affectionately peering at the world outside made me realize that it was necessary to set him free. By removing some nails, I made a small opening in a corner of the wire mesh, and on being able to go out from this opening, Gillu was thrilled to be liberated. Due to my important paper and letters, my room used to remain locked in my absence. The moment the room was opened on my return from college and I stopped in, Gilu would rush on to me and climb up and down from my head to toe. Since then, this had become a regular practice on my leaving the room. Gilu would also make an exit through the wire mesh opening of the window. He would spend the whole day with his lot jumping and pressing, prancing up and down the branches. I have several pet animals and birds, and all of them are quite fond of me, but I don't remember any of them daring to eat from my plate. Gilu was an exception. The moment I would reach the dining room, he would emerge from the window, cross over the courtyard wall and the veranda, reach the table and would want to sit in my plate. With great difficulty, I taught him to sit close to my plate. His favorite food was kaju. When and when not able, available for several days, he would refuse other food items and threw them down from the swing. Around that around that time, being injured in a motor car accident, I had to spend some days in the hospital. Those days, whenever my room was opened, Gillu would rush down from his swing, but on seeing somebody else, he would, with the same alacrity, settle back to sit in his nest. Everyone would offer him kaju, but when I cleaned up his swing on my return from the hospital, I discovered it was full of kaju, which only showed how little he was eating his favorite food those days. During the course of my indisposition, he would sit near my head on my pillow and gently stroke my forehead and hair, and his moving away was like the going away of a nurse of attendant.